I want to share a really easy and nutritious lunch for you, and it's great for batch cooking. Super easy because you just put all of your ingredients into a food processor, and what we're going to make is falafels. Now, falafels, chickpea based, but they're really better. The texture is a lot better if you use dried chickpeas and soak them rather than a can, because a can they're already cooked, so they give a different texture. So they're really quick to make. All you need to do is to soak them overnight. So these are chickpeas that I soaked overnight. Now you can do various different variations of falafels. I used to sell these when I had a market stall in Costa Rica. Really popular. These ones are herb falafels, so they're loaded up with coriander and parsley. And you just dump it all in your food processor. So in this I've got some cumin, some coriander. I didn't have green onions, so I've put regular onions in here. A bit of salt and pepper, and really you just blitz it up. To bring it together, there's a bit of baking powder and some sort of flour. Now I'm using cassava flour, so these are gluten-free. You can use chickpea flour, any sort of gluten-free flour, and it just helps to bind it together. So you're just going to throw it all in your food processor and then give it a blitz. You may need to push it down a bit with the spatula. One thing I'm missing, some water. So not too much. Obviously it's much easier to add water than it is to take out. And you want it just to start binding together. Right, so this is a great consistency, and this is why uncooked chickpeas are better, because it gives more of a crumbly texture. If you're using tins, then it tends to go a bit kind of stodgy. But see, it's kind of nice granules, and then all we're going to do is pull them out and form them into balls or patties. Now, falafels are often fried, deep fried, so that's when they're formed into balls. I prefer to do kind of like little patties, and then I can shallow fry them. You can also oven cook them. If you can got a spray oil, it's a bit easier, but do have a look at the ingredients, because a lot of spray oils have additives. So try and get one that's pure, or one that is make your own. You can get your own spray bottle. You can make these as big or as small. I like to make them in a nice shape that will go nicely into a wrap or into a pita bread. And obviously I'm making these for lunch, but this is gonna give me a lot to use on a different day, and they're really easy to freeze. So what you'll do, you can put them out on a baking tray like I am here. I'm using a silicone mat so they don't stick, and I'll just go and drop these into the freezer as is. And once they're frozen, I just transfer them into a bag or into a pot, and I just pull a couple out as and when I want to use them. So as I said, super easy to make, Chickpeas, they're high in protein, high in nutrients. Beans are great to add to your diet. Low fat, so this makes a great lunch, as I say, in a wrap or in a pita bread, or do it with a salad for lunch, or with some roasted vegetables and a tahini dressing. Lots of different ways in which you can use it. So this is how easy it is to make some falafels. Batch cooking, great for quick lunches and dinners.